Welcome to the module 10 of this program. Now, if at this point of time, if you have successfully closed your first deal, then congratulations on that. If not, then keep on revisiting the conversion system as well as the sales part and make sure like whatever leads that you have generated until this point of time, you are following up with them properly, you are building trust, you are applying whatever you have learned in module 7th and module 9th, and you will close your first deal soon. Now, once you close your deal, okay, once you have closed the deal, this is where again 99% of people think like their work is done. They feel like the work is done, but that is actually not the case, because the place where most of the businesses stop, because once they like collect the money, that is the place wherein you can actually deliver whatever things that you are promised on. Okay, so that is the reason why this particular module is all about delivering memorable experiences. Okay, now it does not matter what you are selling, whether you are selling interior services or whether I am selling like advertising services. Okay, at the end of the day, in whatever services that we are providing, we are delivering experiences to people. Now, what I mean by experience is like once person pays you the money, right? Once any person pays you the money, after that, whatever comes from that point of time to delivering or completing the service, that falls under the experience part. Okay, so anything and everything after the person pays you money all the way up to completing the particular service, that falls under delivering memorable experience part. Okay, now essentially no business works on providing proper experiences for their customers, because hey, once they have paid the money, like the sale is made, that's it. But in this particular module, we are going to talk about what happens post purchase. We are going to talk about welcome gifts, we are going to talk about communication, and in the end, we are going to talk about referrals. Okay, now I'll tell you why this module is so much important. Firstly, you need to understand the lifetime value of a customer. Okay, now I understand that people get the interior work done maybe for once or twice at most, and not a person does not come in and does like interior work from you, let's say, again and again. So let's say someone has spent 20 lakhs, then he's not going to come in and spend immediately another 20 lakh, let's say within a year or 2 years or in the span of 3 years. Okay, so I understand that. But when I say lifetime value, okay, this LTV can be calculated by not just the work done by the person. That means like you have closed the deal online and this person has given you like a 20 lakh project. You don't even consider that 20 lakhs, but all the referrals from him as well. Okay, and if you crack this code for referral, then you are going to scale your business exponentially. Why? Because let's say once you are working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people or 10 people and you have closed this 10 deals, if you crack the code to referral, okay, these 10 deals are going to create 20 or 30 new deals for you, right? And that is where you are going to crack this exponential curve, because these 10 people, once you deliver amazing and memorable experiences with them, then you are going to crack like the deal to exponentially scale your business, because these 10 people are going to give you another 30 new people, because one person can easily refer you to 3 people. Now all this comes down to what kind of experience you provide to people. Okay, and no business works on this. Only like big brands are working on this experience. That's it. Apart from big brands, no other people are working on this experience. Now if you treat delivering memorable experience as a part of your business, I guarantee you like you will get 10 times more referrals than whatever you are getting right now. You are going to get 10 times more referrals, and these things are going to grow your business exponentially. So now, without wasting any time, let me just dig deep into the first pointer, which is what happens post purchase. Okay, so the journey post purchase or the journey post paying the token amount needs to be defined. Okay, so what I mean by that is whenever someone pays you 1 lakh, 2 lakh, or 3 lakh rupees, then what happens after that needs to be defined. So let's say, do you send him anything, or do you assign your people, or do you have another conversation with him? So whatever that is that takes place after that particular purchase, that needs to be defined. Okay, and this is very important. Now, one thing that you can do immediately post purchase to make sure, like, the client gets, like memorable experience, or like happiness with you, is you can start sending welcome gifts. Now, a welcome gift is something very small that could cost between 400 to 1,000 rupees, depending on what you want to do. But these are very, very, very powerful. Now, to give you examples, these are the welcome gifts that we typically send to our clients, and people love them. If you see, for this particular client, he's saying things like, "May our business relations last longer." Now, we have just started doing business with him, but still he feels like, the kind of experience that he's getting, that may our business relations, last longer. If you see for another client, you see that she's saying that she has loved this welcome gift. Hey, thank you so much for the gift. Loved it. Now imagine, like, any person who has just paid you some money, any person has paid you a token amount or money, and he gets this welcome gift from you. He immediately starts to get an amazing experience. He immediately starts to get an amazing experience. And that is like the beginning of this person starting to give you more referrals, and this person doing business with you for years. Right? So welcome gifts are one of the most powerful ways to ensure, like, whenever someone pays money to you, you are like sending them something as a token of gratitude, and that is like the start of your relationship. The second pointer is communication. Whenever you have started any project in any industries, any niche, now for example in the interior niche, whenever you start a project, you need to communicate everything to the client. You need to tell every small thing, you need to tell every big thing, and you just don't have to assume on things. You have to literally communicate and over communicate on everything. So what I mean by that is, let's say if you have things like, hey, your project will start in the next 7 days, communicate that. If you feel like the project is going to get delayed, communicate that. If you feel like the prices may go up, communicate that. So whatever that could happen, whatever could go right, whatever could go wrong, all those things, it is important that you communicate everything with the client and you don't assume on things. Because what happens is, like, people have generally horrible experiences working with people. Okay, now to give you like an example from my own house, when I was getting interior done from my house, I had, let's say, a project of around 15 lakhs. I mean, that was the amount for which the project was accumulated to. And the work started. The laborers came in and they started doing the work. But 3 days after the work was done, suddenly there was a gap for 4 days, and the people did not come for work. I started contacting like the owner, and he did not pick up my call on the first day. And on the second day, he told me things like, "Oh, the people that have started, they have went to their hometown, and there was some emergency or things like that, and that is the reason why they won't come for another 3 days." So there was this delay for 4 days, and this person did not even bother to communicate me that. So randomly, people were taking holidays. Randomly, things were not getting done on time. So he promised me like, "Hey, your POP would be done by, let's say, 28th of this month." This was the date that he promised, and it was like 5th or 6th of the next month, and things were not done yet. Right? So there was like this delay in getting the work done. Right? And I was genuinely frustrated by that. Now, don't get me wrong, the person did a great job. Okay, the person did a great job, and I was satisfied with the end product. That means I was satisfied with the interior work that he done. But still, I did not refer him to any of the people. I did not refer him to my friends. I did not refer him to anyone, because he delivered an horrible experience to me. As this guy did not give me great experience, even though his quality was good, I did not refer him to anyone. In fact, when people told me like, hey, I think like, hey, I love the interior, then I told him like, hey, the guy is good, but I won't recommend you because he does a lot of delay and he does not respond, and he goes out for a while. So experience, even though let's say your end product is good, which is your interior work, but if your experience is bad, ultimately you are going to get less referrals. Okay, and understand this point very much. Experience comes from communication, because I know that all you people are very skilled in your labor work, all you people know or do great interior work, but people lack communication because they assume things like delays are normal. They assume things like work getting not getting done on time are normal. They assume things like not communicating with clients are normal. So doing this sort of things, all you are going to do is like you are going to reduce your referral number, and you are going to not grow your business exponentially. So your growth is going to be something like this. You are not going to get to this particular exponential curve. With that being said, then comes the last point. Let's say you started working with the client, you have defined your post purchase journey, you have sent him welcome gifts, you have given him amazing communication, you have given an amazing experience. The last point is for referrals. All you have to do is like you have to go and ask for referrals directly. Don't hesitate or don't be shy to ask for referrals. I mean, I've worked with a lot of people, and not a lot of them have asked me for referrals directly. And if they would have asked me for referrals, I would have at least thought of him. I would have saved his number, or I would have thought that, hey, if someone asks for a referral, I'll send this guy. But people don't ask for referrals. So all I want you to do is just ask for referrals directly. Ask these people like, hey, do you have any relative who needs interior work? Or do you know someone who needs interior work? Or let's say tomorrow, let's say if any one of your friends comes and does the visit, can you please make sure like, you can refer us to them. So once you ask for referrals directly, once you have done some good work or amazing work, then people feel good about referring you to other people, because referring you ultimately is like they are putting in their reputation on stake while they are referring you, right? So what you need to do is you need to make sure like you have given them an amazing experience, so that when they refer you to their friends, family, or any other people, they may feel good about themselves because they have like provided a person to their friend or family who is doing an amazing job. With that being said, we come to end of this particular module, and in this particular module, I'm going to talk again a little bit about what exactly did we cover in this. We talked a little bit about post-purchase journey. We talked about welcome gifts. We talked about communication, and in the end, we talked about referrals. Now, there is one pointer that I missed in this entire part, which is photography slash videography. I actually missed this pointer. So what I want you to do is like before starting work, just take photos, and after completing the work, take photos, because before after photos are one of the most powerful ways to convince people, and you can post them on your social media handles, you can post them in your ads. So it is very important to make catching photos as a part of your journey. So it becomes very important before actually the client says you goodbye. You need to make sure like the photos are captured in, and please make sure like photos are part of your journey, or you will lack a lot of materials. Like we are working with few interior designers, and these people don't have the photos even though they have done a lot of work. So I hope like this makes a lot of sense, and we are just about to end this particular program. There is like one last module that is left, and see you in the next one.